Good morning, afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Today, we are very happy to present integration of SCADA service and power hardware in the loop technique for microgrid control validation. You can see here the classical testing seconds before deployment of cyber physical energy solution, such as conception, simulation, real-time simulation, control hardware in the loop, prototype, power hardware in the loop, co-simulation, digital twins, and finally, a full hardware close to reality. Three use cases presented here have been introduced and implemented at the CA-INS and Renault INP platform to facilitate the comprehension of different advanced techniques and their utilization and coordination in a holistic pre-assessment of DRS integration in a microgrid. In this webinar, we present firstly two use cases with classical power hardware in the loop scheme, and finally an exemplary case of microgrid control validation on a complete framework via the integration of PHIL to the digital twins of a microgrid. Next, please. This slide presents a concept of real-time digital twins of a cyber physical energy system. The level of data integration can be classified by digital model, digital shadow, and digital twins. A digital twins is a virtual replication that can simulate the actual behaviors of physical object or system in real-time or pseudo-real-time manner, as shown in this figure. The microgrid and its telecommunication and control networks in a cyber physical energy system are a critical system for society and require a sound holistic assessment method. The digital twins can be implemented from the real grid and communicate with the real counterparts via the SCADA system, as shown in this figure. To achieve an accurate assessment of a CPS via its digital twins, the characteristics need to be correctly identified and reflected, such as equipment identification, topology, protection, system observability, deployment of sensor, or system controllability, etc. For the digital twins to correctly replicate the system behaviors in real time or pseudo real time, the sampling time of the sensor and the emitter receiver of data need to be configured to satisfy the synchronization conditions. The synchronization conditions proposed here in this figure allows to establish multi-rate communication channels between the real devices and its digital twins. Next, please. Now, I would like to present the first use case in framework of the PV50.2 project. This project has realized at CA-INS in collaboration with the French TSO RTE for the context that for hundreds of the thousands of PV inverters inferior to 250 kilowatt in France, question arise: what is their behaviors fast to disturbed frequency of voltage? Is there the massive disconnection at the 50.2 Hz for own generation of the PV inverters? Do disconnections present a risk for the stability of network? This is why the objective of this project is to evaluate PV inverters behaviors in grid disturbance conditions by real-time tests. Works carried out here include developing methodology for real-time testing and creating the different scenario to take into account the frequency and voltage uncertainty. Real-time testing for different inverter, for example, different types of inverters, different size, different manufacturers, different kinds of mono or three-phase inverter, etc. Next, please. You can see here the configuration of the real-time test by OPAL-RT for different types of PV inverters. From obtained result, we can observe that for over-frequency and voltage criteria, some tests inverters do not respect the standards. For under-frequency, untested inverters respect the standards. No impacts of roll-off and operation power on disconnection or reconnection. In conclusion, for a large number of PV inverter disconnections based on frequency or voltage criterion, there are risks for network instability. Next, please. Now, I would like to present an experimental autonomous maritime platform. A lot of different technologies for ocean energy conversion are being developed. The integration of these systems to grid can provide several impacts by intermittence and variability of power output. As you can see here, the test bench for floating autonomous experimentation platforms, including power supply, dissipation system, and grid simulators in order to test different control energy management system without or with the energy storage system. Next, please. You can see here the variation of power output of wave energy system for different strategies of smoothing this figure and for different capacities storage system is here. And now Dr. Hoa continues this presentation. Please. Thank you very much.
So, hello everybody. I would like to continue on a case study of advanced voltage and frequency restoration on an isolated microgrid. The case study is implemented on two remote platforms, Predict and Prism, that is located 70 kilometers apart. And the validation framework comprises the real-time simulation and the power hour in the platform with the OPC-UA SCADA system in Prism, and the control algorithm and the communication network are located in a Predict platform. So the communication between the two partners are configured through a Redis server working at a private cloud database and a communication emulator at a group IMPs observe the real communication between two sides and are capable of emulating artificial communication scenario between the microgrid controller and the microgrid to investigate the influence of a communication network on the control performance. So the power path of the microgrid is located in the Prism platform of CAINET in Chambéry, France. And in this case study, we would like to integrate the digital twin of a real PV and load linked with the SCADA system of CAINET to get the measurement in real time and to inject them to the microgrid simulated in the real-time simulator in OPAL-RT. And the smart house in gas and the PV park is with 20 and 60 silicium monocrystalline panel and a PV inverter are physical hardware and are synchronized to the test via the OPC-Z-Way SCADA system. And the coupling between the SCADA system and the real-time platform depend on the architecture of the system and the test scenario. Generally, the real-time simulator, the real-time platform can be coupled to few device level via component-dependent protocol or RTU and PLC level via IIC 61850 or Modbus protocol, and or OPC level via OPC or OPC-Z-Way protocol or application level via UDP TCP. So the actual setup should be chosen as a function of the revised service from the SCADA system and with the criterion of minimizing the latency. So to examine the behavior of the control algorithm for voltage and frequency deviation to real device, the PV pack and low at bus 6 is then replaced with the real load and the real PV inverter connected with a PV emulator. So the real equipment are physically connected to the microgrid via a power hardware interface. So we would like to investigate the Antiislanding functionality of the inverter. So we create a balanced cluster of power between the inverter and the load, and without any power exchange with the main grid. So as you can see here, the P and Q of the load are calibrated to about 5% to around 5% of error around the production of the PV inverter. So with this setup, we can observe a holistic consideration of the microgrid and how the latency can influence the control performance and the behavior of the physical equipment. So during normal operation, our control are capable of restore the voltage and frequency against several different kind of disturbance on the voltage and frequency. As you can see here, the frequency are returning to 50 Hz and the voltage are returning to equal nominal value by activating the power sharing among the battery and the storage system. And we can also observe the performance of the control with addition of some noise on the communication. And to be sure about the performance of the control, we are trying to put it under a stress test by putting it under an important latency between the microgrid controller and the local controller. So as you can see, when the latency reaches 500 milliseconds, the voltage become destabilized and the frequency also. So this instability lead to a disconnection of the cluster of the power hardware in the loop cluster, and the PV inverter had successfully detect the Icelandic condition and disconnect the load within 108 milliseconds, which satisfies the requirement of the standard. So In conclusion, the validation framework is closer to reality thanks to the synchronization with SCADA service to create the digital twin of the physical equipment, and the multi-domain nature of smart grid and the interaction among them arrest via co-simulation and local and transient behavior of the investigated distributed renewable energy source can be considered in the more realistic condition with a real device, and the propagation of its impact at a global level can be considered in a real-time simulation. And finally, with cloud infrastructure interoperability, we can combine expertise and infrastructure from different partners to examine a large-scale holistic cyber-physical energy system. So thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It was a great presentation. And now we move to the next speaker, Raphael Kerr.